G'day folks, welcome back to All Things Outdoors. In this episode we are going to see if this 50-year-old caravan can make a 1200 kilometre round trip.
Paddling jacks, driving on the tracks, and so much more. Come along with All Things Outdoors.
So this is our most ambitious trip yet in our 1973 Chesney President Caravan. We're towing it up the Hume Highway to a place called Kiama, which is on the New South Wales south coast, where we're going to spend the week on the beach. It is mid-September now and the weather is absolutely turning on like it's going to be summer. We're going to get 35-degree temperatures up there and not cooling down a great deal at night time, so it'll be excellent weather for the beach. We're really stoked that the weather's turned it on for us. We may even regret it slightly that it's going to be too hot, but perfect timing really. Just pulled up at Gunner Guy, the dog on the Tuckerbox. What's the dog doing up on the Tuckerbox, Tommy?
I don't know.
It's a funny place for a dog to sit.
Waiting for his owner to come back.
Waiting for his owner to come back. Very nice. Got to say, so far the old girl's just sat along nicely on the freeway and just towed along perfectly. It's been sitting at about 105 k's an hour. She's just pulling nicely. I've made this bit of a modification back here and added a bike rack so we can bring our bikes with us and not have to either carry them on the roof or put them inside the caravans. That's been really cool, and it's actually got one of these pass-through receiver hitches there so that we can tow with it on as well. So that's been really nice, and we'll love having the bikes at the caravan park. We finally made it after an arduous drive. The caravan did really well, but I'm a little bit worse for wear after that. So I'm just going to show you this and then I'm going to sign off tonight because I'm knackered. This is the sort of morning that makes all the effort worth it to get to a place like this. The 7 hours in the car, the whinging children, the tired children, the cranky children, the hungry children, the cranky father. Look at this. Beautiful. What are we? 7:15 in the morning. It's beautiful out here. Every time we get out in the caravan it seems to get comfier each time, so because it's going to be hot this time I've put one of these cool wall mounted fans in, which is actually really helpful last night because it was dead still and it was still quite warm, so there was not a lot of airflow, so that was really handy, and it oscillates as well so I can swing around and get the kids here. Not too bad of a night for our first night at the caravan. Usually the first night's a bit problematic, but we're doing all right. And super pleased with how well the caravan travelled yesterday with its longest trip ever by a country mile. We did about 650 k's yesterday because we had to go a bit of a long way so that we didn't come down this really steep mountain pass called Macquarie Pass, I think it is. So we had to go a bit further to be able to come down a much more gradual incline. But yeah, we're all set up and keeping the place tidy so far. We'll see how we go after a couple of days. Come down to check out the Kiama Blowholes. Sorry, there's only one, the Kiama Blowhole. It's quite warm today too. It's beautiful down here. It just blew off. Did a really big one just as we got here. Let's see if it does one. Gotta wait for the waves to come in, Tommy.
Is there another one?
Oh, there it is. What do you reckon of the blowhole, Tommy?
What a big one though.
Yeah, I know. Let's wait for a big one then. See, Tommy, there's a big cave at the bottom and the waves come into the cave and then they go poof up inside the blowhole.
Can we go down there?
Oh, there's another one. We're saddling up to head off to HARS, which is the Historical Aircraft Restoration Society Museum up at Albion Park. So, a place I wanted to go to for a long time. So, we'll go and check that out today. And the kids are looking forward to it. Probably me more so. Just rocked up at the HARS Museum. We're going to head inside and have a look. Pretty keen. Yeah, see that one on the big post up there? That's the aeroplanes that I learnt to fix aeroplanes on. It's called a Mackie.
And there's this big
What's that one over there?
This big 747 jumbo jet.
It's a big 747 jumbo jet. That's right.
Built in 1989 and flew into here in 2000. Remember then? 15.
Oh, look at the big wheels.
That's
The landing gear,
The
Tommy.
AP winded up with those crank handles.
Hey, look at those pictures.
Bolts on with 8 bolts. The motor's bolted on with 8 bolts. Only held on by 8 bolts onto the plane. Because they're so big, they could have gone into the cargo hole, but it would have been very awkward. This way, they could just bring a forklift under, crank it up, crank it down again on chain, put it underneath, forklift up, hold it on. The way to go.
The wheels are bigger than you, buddy.
I'm being the wheel.
So it's this is economy, of course.
Daddy, where?
As the plane got
What do you reckon?
they put more
Where's
seats in.
some?
We're on an 18-hour flight.
Just having a look up there, the crew rest area.
Didn't realise how spacious these crew rest areas actually are.
Stories. Looks like the same sort of setup to
And then?
When we come
Look.
up to business class,
M&M's.
sitting on the dunny.
there you go, boys. Sit in these seats.
That's funny.
Oh, Tommy. Got an upgrade, mate.
Oh, look at these seats. Hello.
You sit up in that one, Luke.
You can move that. That's it. Move the seat.
Whoa.
There you go.
How good's that?
You want to put it on? So this is it.
I don't know.
Yeah, push it in like that. There you go. And then we tighten it up.
What would you like for lunch, sir?
Chicken nuggets.
There you go.
I'm flying the plane. I'm gonna fly the plane.
And the first aid room.
First aid room. There you go.
Yeah, got a first aid room.
I suppose.
Oh my god, in the cockpit.
Yeah, that's where we're heading now, bud.
We ain't. We can fly it.
Keep going.
Tend to fly it.
Oh, you can't go in, but you can look inside. Look at all
Oh,
the...
there's the throttles.
That's right. How many engines does it have?
4.
4, that's right.
Going down like a
200 feet above the ground, hands off, ground following radar. Underneath, see the black with the white.
Hey, Tom.
They wouldn't have been built.
Are you sitting in a very fast aeroplane right now?
Still owned by the Air Force.
How good's that?
Yeah, they permitted them to give it to us.
Yeah, you hold on to it. And you're sitting in an ejection seat, Tom. Sorry, the whole cabin ejects. It's an ejecting cockpit. In the cockpit of an F-111.
I sit on
They took it with them, put it just over there. One of the amazing things. A big step into the plane. That's it. Now, this was a cargo plane originally. This
good.
is tourist class.
Oh, look at how nice and wide the seats were there.
Yeah.
But remember, you're paying the price of a house.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well, that's true.
This is first class. If you look at the galley, you got burners
We do
or hot
too.
plates. They had to make the meals from scratch. No prepaid
wow.
pre-made meals in those days. Silver service. 3-course meals. Stewards had to work hard in those days. No slides, escape ropes. The bunks for the crew to sleep. Most important person on the plane, navigator. No modern navigation, so you need a chart table with charts.
Bed sits right for the pilot.
Had a sextant to look through the...
Keep going, Luke. Crawl, that's it, crawl, crawl. I know. Yeah, I will help you.
Oh, you're in the cockpit.
Here we go, look where we pop up.
Let's go in the cockpit.
Okay, hang on. Here we go. Oh, stand up. Oh,
In the cockpit.
oh sorry.
There's a
Yeah, go on. In you go. Oh, look, who's the pilot? So what are we in here, boys?
cockpit.
This is a cockpit of a Lockheed Neptune maritime patrol aircraft. That's pretty cool, isn't it? See that?
Turn on the engine, Mum's.
Oh, Mummy will get chopped up, will she? Wave,
Mum!
wave to Mum.
Mum, don't get chopped up.
Look, here's another navigation device up here.
It's fun.
Oh, it's a good view. Yeah, oh, do you want to climb across?
Yeah.
We're on an adventure. Can you hop up there, Lukey? You climb up there. Good boy. And you follow Tommy. What an adventure. You right? That's it. Keep going. Okay, just be careful. Yeah, there's a hole at the back there. And I think we can pop out at the back, can't we? Oh, look, this is where they drop out the sonar buoys. See those little chutes there? They can drop things out of there. And they're called sonar buoys. And that's how they find submarines. Oh well, should we go down the back? Pop out, go down the ladder, or untouch the torpedo? See, this is the propeller that drives the torpedo when they drop it in the water. And what do you think they'll destroy with this? Ships and submarines? That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's a big bomb bay. See, this is the thing that we slid across the top of when we crawled back through the aircraft. Yeah. Today we've come to see the Illawarra Fly treetop walk. So it's like a series of elevated walkways through the forest up here, right on top of the mountain range. And as you can see, right through the bottom there to the ground. So it's a fair old drop. But absolutely beautiful views from up here. And we're just about to go up to this massive tower up here where we'll get a beautiful view right out to the ocean. Look how high off the ground we are, Luke. Can you see through the floor? It's a long way down.
Yep. So it's how many steps to the top of the glass tower?
This tower is a little bit unnerving. It feels like it's got a bit of a sway up to it. But you can get a really nice view of the whole area down here. You can see at the bottom of the lake there is the Albion Park Airport where we were yesterday. And way out in the distance there you can see the smokestacks at the port of Wollongong and Wollongong city itself. And right back around here towards Kiama. These cantilever things are a bit unnerving. They sway and carry on in the breeze. The only thing tethering us to the ground is that post over there, and it's moving about half a metre each way. It's a bit vertigo inducing, isn't it, Tom?
I know.
It's wobbling around a bit. Is it? Just hit the road this morning out of Kiama, and we just drove up the Macquarie Pass Road, which I believe is the Illawarra Highway. And a bit of a challenging road, but not too bad. In some spots, the road narrows to like a lane and a half at best. Can you imagine if trucks are coming down that road with those big switchbacks, and you're trying to tow a caravan up there? Could get a little bit hairy, but yeah, handled it just fine. So we're up the top now. We'll just cruise on down to the Hume Freeway, jump on there, and hopefully have a nice chill cruise all the way back to Victoria. One thing I like to do whenever we stop with the caravan is just walk around and do a series of checks that I do. I just like make sure doors and things are closed, we're all still hooked up correctly, chains, things like that. Just make sure everything's nipped up. Check tyres, things like that, just to make sure we're all safe and good to carry on. Just a thing that I like to do. I'm a bit paranoid about things like these, especially like wheel hubs. If I can hold my hand on there and it's not too hot, the wheel hubs are usually fine. So, you know, obviously they're carrying a bit of weight, so you want to make sure they're all good to go and detect any problems before they become a problem. Yep, that's all good to go. Everything looks pretty sweet. Had to stop and get a pie from the Robertson pie shop. Apparently this pie shop's pretty good, so we'll soon see what it's like. Just stopped for a break in Jugeong, which is a beautiful little town on the side of the Hume Freeway. That's, you know, a bit of a hidden gem really. Like people usually stop at the big servos on the freeway and they just get jam-packed full of people. But the old showgrounds still are an untapped gem for travellers for overnight stays too. This place is absolutely jam-packed full of caravans at the moment. Just people passing through. And a good place to stop for lunch as well. And just like that, we're back in the driveway. We've lasted 1,200 kilometres with a 50-year-old caravan and survived. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.